Yeah. Okay, so be proud. Act month. Okay, eyes shut. Oh, everybody, if you can, please. No peeping. Let's turn. Turn. Today's project, well, we started at the Burly Lodge Centre last year in 2013 in April, and it was from word of mouth, which my colleague spoke to a lot of parents and children, that we were setting up the Gujrati language class, and they showed a keen interest in it, and they all came together, and basically we started off with 18 children, and we said that we would like to teach them Gujrati language, and within that we will be also teaching a bit about religion, culture, and our own Hinduism, the history behind it as well, as we go along running the classes.
The community was asking all the time that why we don't have any language classes. There's no classes at all for about 2-3 years now. There was a mainstream classes was run by Mrs. Chauhan, but then because of the funding that stopped. So I thought I'll start. I have to become a volunteer in Burly Lodge Centre, and then from there we set up the date.
You then learn that from here. So just thank you all so much, and from all of us in the centre. We want to say how well behaved you are. You're one of our, well, no, you are the best group that I have here.
Got quite emotional because I thought, my God, how? Because last time it was the head, shoulders, knees and toes. They said a beautiful prayer this time. And I was just looking at the mums and the grandparents, and their faces were such pride. And I think that's what it's about, because I love the fact that the children are part of all the community, not just the one they're born into here, but a part of the community for the temple as well. And I think it's them learning things. And one of the things we've talked about is maybe coming together to make a banner. So the children are going to make a banner for the temple.
I help to volunteer most Saturdays, not every Saturday, and I sit with the groups of children on a one-to-one and just help them with the work that's been set by the teachers. So yeah, I really enjoy it. They're all really well behaved, really funny, get really involved, and it's really impressive the way that they're at school all week but still putting the time and effort to learn Gujrati.
It is very important to learn your own language, even though everybody learns English language, which is the mainstream language, or broadly and mainly taught in England, which is your everyday life. And your own language is very important because when you go to your own countries, speaking to your grandparents, your aunties, uncles, to do with religion and culture, to have that understanding and the knowledge of your own culture, it's a part of your identity, it goes with you. And I think every child, every adult need to embrace that with open arms, that this is what I am.
Well, I learnt Gujrati when I was younger, when I was their age, and I think learning at a younger age makes it easier, you learn quicker, and it's important for them to be able to understand when adults and grandparents are having conversations in Gujarati, to be able to at least understand what's being said, and being able to speak a little enough to be able to get by. And it can help in certain jobs as well. I've worked in kind of the public sector, and it's helped me in some of my jobs when I've worked in communities to be able to communicate with people, to be able to help them.
Can you tell us a little bit about your daughter attending the classes?
Yeah, sure. I think it's a really excellent effort that Saroj Aunty and Lata Aunty is putting to make them learn Gujarati very well, because at home, even though you try to speak to them, they can understand but they won't reply. But with the classes, it has really made a difference in them. They come home and try to tell us what they have learned in Gujarati language, and it really makes us proud that, they can understand but they can speak as well now. So I think coming here is giving them good practice how to how to form the sentences and then really use them in their regular routine life, which is a big difference for us.
He knows his prayers. He's learned quite a lot from here, especially the pratnas and alphabets, numbers, how to say in Gujrati. So he's learning. He's good. So I hope he keeps carry on. But on Saturdays he sometimes says, "Mommy, I don't want to go." I said, "No, you have to go. It's only for 1.5 hours. You can play the rest of the day." So he's good.
We thought actually lots of in our mother tongue, all the knowledge or like novels in books, and so maybe they're gonna know, because we worried about we as like parents we can speak, read and write, but we can't see any scope in you like here when you live actually. So this class is really helping to understand. They can recognize now words.
We do lots of like activities where everyone gets to say what they want to say. And I feel happy that I'm in that religion.